Hi everyone, welcome back to another Plan With Me video. This is Elise, Plan with Elise, and today we are going to be doing my currently page in my Big Happy Planner, which I use for sort of like memory keeping, I guess. It's kind of a place that I opened my planner to reflect on the prior month. So I've done a couple of these and I usually film them at the end of the month so that I have something to reflect on. So, what a month January was. I feel looking back like it went by so fast, but I also feel like it was a really long month and like a lot was accomplished and some things weren't accomplished, but it was good overall. I think it was good. Okay, so I'm just using my Dryline, Paper Mate Dryline Ultra to cover up the couple of things here that make it not completely neutral so that I can sort of do whatever I want with this spread. And I have a couple of thoughts. I did jot down on a piece of paper throughout the month things that were happening that were notable that I'd want to include on this page. And I also printed a couple of photos today at CVS. I printed them bigger than I meant to. I know that when you're printing for classic Happy Planner boxes, you want to use a 4x6 sheet like this and then put 4 on there. So like if this were a box, let me see what the other side of this is. Okay, if this were a box, it would fit perfectly for the classic, but I'm doing it on this page. So I may have to cut some of these a little bit smaller, but this was when, so a few days into January, my niece slept over at my apartment. She decided she wanted to sleep on the floor. I told her that was not going to be comfortable. She was determined, and then in about 5 minutes gave up and came and snuggled on the bed with me. This is the end of January. My nephew came for a sleepover. So one of my January goals was to have my niece and nephew sleep over. And the first week of January, I got one of them. And the last week of January, I got the other. So that was a great, not accomplishment, because like I didn't always have control over that, of course. They're not my kids. But I'm glad to have had that time. Here is a photo, I don't know if you can really see, sort of my bedroom. And if you've been watching my channel, you know that it has taken a very long time to get my bedroom all set because of this tall dresser chest right there. It's been a challenge. It took 5 deliveries until they brought me a non-damaged one. I've had a lot of questions from people asking why have I not just returned them? And the fact is because the dresser, the wide one, wasn't damaged. I had used it. I've been using it for a month. And so I couldn't return the dresser or I couldn't return the chest and not have the matching pieces, and it was just a whole thing. So I was just going to wait until they gave me a piece that wasn't damaged. All right. Anyway, I have the flowers sticker book. Is this flowers or fun florals? This is flowers. And I thought that maybe I would just sort of use these flowers throughout it, although this pink is pretty. Maybe I can use these pink flowers. This one's massive. All right, whatever. I'm just gonna take them out and use them. This is the biggest flower I've ever seen in a sticker book. I can't even like comprehend how big this is. Maybe I'll cut the corners off of it, or I'll cut it so that it fits a corner. That's, I think, what I'm trying to say. So just angle that as a right corner, and I may layer something over it just so it doesn't take up so much space, because I have plenty of things that I want to be writing in this spread. Just lay that down. Okay, I sort of like how that kind of starts the spread off at an angle. All right, now I also took out colorful boxes. This is the monthly version. And let's see, what color? I mean, of course, black would work, but I mean, every time I do this, I use black stickers. Maybe I can use pink. And it's a different kind of pink. Or maybe I could use green and bring in some of these flowers. Let's see, in order to do that, I would need these leaves, not flowers, leaves to be here. Okay, so let's see. I think maybe I can bring this green sticker over here. I think I'm putting that down crooked. Ooh, grab it before it goes crooked. Okay, maybe I'll put it right here. All right, now for these pictures. I think I should cut these to make them a little bit smaller. I don't want to just like put them flush up against here. So I'm trying to decide kind of how I can do this. I can probably put that flower there and then put this one down. So let me grab my tape runner. I think pink and green are pretty together. It's not a very wintry spread, but it's okay. All right, and then what I'd like to do is take a green box. Of course, it doesn't look like I have a green box in that same shade, so I'm going to use a lighter one. I put it right over this. Should I put it? I don't know if I should put it right over the picture or not. Maybe I'll just put it right over here. That works. Okay, so I have my niece down, and now let's get my nephew down. The really funny thing was that my nephew did almost the exact same thing as my niece, deciding to sleep on the floor, and then changed his mind. So these are my brother's kids. I have one brother. My mom always jokingly called us the twins, even though we are not, because we did so many of the same things and we'd call her at the same time and all of that. And I'm kind of wondering if my niece and nephew are sort of twins version 2, given that they reacted the same way to for some reason wanting to sleep on my floor. I have a really big bed. They were both welcome to sleep there. I have a couch. Well, I didn't have a couch when she came to sleep over, but I had one when he came to sleep over. But they did both end up in my bed with me. Okay, so let's get this one up here. I like that. All right, now for the bedroom, I can probably cut this as well. And let me decide if I want to put this here, or I was thinking like right here. I think I'll put it down over here. And whoops, I think I need a flower sticker to go under that too. This always looks a little bit random when I start, and then I think it kind of comes together nicely. Okay, let me grab maybe this one, if I can get it off the page. Sort of just like that. And then another box. I'm gonna put this box right over here. Oops, I don't want it to cover up the hole punch. And then maybe I should put another flower here. So let me cut this one in half. I know I'm using like 2 different sets of scissors during this, and just sort of put that around there. Okay, I like how it's coming out so far. All right, now I need a few boxes to note some other noteworthy things that happened. Let me decide from this sticker book which boxes I want to use. Do this one. This is from Monthly Colorful Boxes also. So let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think I need 4. I could use 5 if I'm not spacing this properly, which I'm probably not. Unless I sort of do something else. Let me see how this is gonna work. If I put these two here, how much room do I have left in the middle? Not a lot of room. Okay. I'm gonna put this one here. I am going to cover up New Year's Day. So I don't really think I need that down here. Okay, we'll keep Martin Luther King Jr. Day. Really space this properly. Oh, this is upside down. Oh my goodness. Okay, and then, oh, I totally messed this up. Okay, we are going to switch the placement of these two. It's like I have in my head the way that I sort of want this to go, and it's not working. Wait a second. Oh my goodness. I'm sorry. I apologize. It's like I had 2 different ideas, and I couldn't figure out which one I was going with. I am going to put this right back down where it was. Put this one over a little bit. Okay. And then just put that flower there and sort of put other flowers around so it doesn't look as weirdly placed as I just did this. Of course, if you're watching, you know how it sort of looked and how it came together, kind of accidentally, but I didn't really mean for that to happen like that. Okay, put this one right here. I may fill this in a little bit more in a little while. All right, now I have that box there. Let me list some of these things out so I can start to figure out where I have space to write. This sticker is crooked. Okay. I just had another idea. All right, let me figure this out. Okay. I'm going to write sleepover. Oops. And I'm also going to write it here. I will say I think my nephew probably got a better sleepover. When we did with my niece, it was decided like at 8:30 at night. So it was quick, kind of come over, go to sleep, leave in the morning. With my nephew, it was decided in advance. So we had an afternoon together, we did puzzles, we had dinner, the next morning we had breakfast, we continued doing a puzzle. It was a big puzzle. So I think next time with my niece, we'll plan ahead a little bit more so that she can have that kind of time as well. All right, I just have these other leaves here, so I'm gonna kind of stick them right on the edge. Okay, bedroom. And, oh, I have one more photo, duh. I had a girls' night. I had time with friends who I haven't seen in a long, long time because of COVID, but I made the decision to get together and have all been safe and cautious, and so I was able to hang out with friends, which is great, and it's been a long time since that's happened. All right, so I have one more of these green stickers. Perfect. So it looks like there's a little speck of dirt on this one. Let me just cover that up. Okay, and then while I'm waiting for that to dry, I'm gonna cut, whoops, let me slice this sticker in half. Put this right over here. Maybe put this one up a little bit higher so it's not overlapping. Okay, I'm just gonna write night out. Wasn't really out, it was at someone's house, but out of my apartment. Well, exclamation point. All right, now to things that I want to note for remembering aside from what I've taken photos of. So I'm just gonna grab another pen so I sort of have two different thicknesses of pen going on. And one of them on January 4th, whoops, okay, 3,000 subscribers on YouTube. Thank you so much to everyone who is subscribed. I appreciate your support so much. And if you are not subscribed, maybe if you do, in February, I'll hit 4,000. Okay, 3,000. YouTube subscribers. Uh-oh, running out of room here. Okay, then, so this was weird. On January 2nd, I actually reached 15,000 followers on Instagram, which was amazing. But then on January 29th, I hit 16,000. In the 2.5 years I've had a planner social media account, I have never, ever, ever gotten 1,000 followers in a month. It was crazy. So instead of writing, I don't know if I should write both of those. I'm trying to decide. Like I could write, I kind of was thinking at first that maybe I'll just do the 16,000 because, but I sort of feel like 15,000 was like a sort of monumental in terms of just numbers. Like 10 was a huge one for me and 15 was also a big one. But I think maybe I'm going to write both because I don't know if I'll ever again gain 1,000 subscribers in a month. So I'm going to do this a little bit differently this time. So 1, 2. This is the 0.5 Sharpie S gel. I'm just gonna write Insta. I don't like how that looks. All right, whatever. Insta followers. Okay, I may change that. And then 129, 21, 16,000. Now, I don't really know exactly why my Instagram grew so much in a short period of time. Here's what I believe, though. I've been doing a lot of reels on Instagram, and I think that whenever a social media platform has something new like reels, which is sort of similar to TikTok, they're going to feature that content first. So I think that I reached a lot of new people by showing those reels because Instagram was probably favoring my account in terms of recommendations. So that's my guess, but also being consistent with putting photos and videos and spreads and all of that out there, and then maybe showcasing a little bit of, you know, myself in the background also. So that if you are looking to grow your account, that would be a recommendation, is just kind of stay consistent in terms of engaging on social media. All right. What else? Oh, Okay. Let me see. This is one I need a pencil for to make sure that I'm spacing this properly. Okay. Contributed. Yep, this is good. Okay. Just writing over this. I'll erase the pencil in a little while after this video, so after the pen dries, even though Sharpie S-Gel is pretty good about it. Okay, so I contributed $3,500 to my retirement. It is a goal of mine to max out my contribution, which means $6,000 for the year. You have until April, tax day in the US, to contribute to the prior year. So I'm still contributing to 2020. And I have a Roth IRA, which means it's post-tax. So I contribute after I get paid. I don't contribute as part of like my paycheck. So it's the money that I'm putting in is money after taxes have already been taken out, which means that when I empty that at some point, there won't be any taxes taken out because it's already taxed. So I guess I'm not sure wording wise, but I know that what I'm putting in, I will be able to take back out, unless I'm completely wrong on that. Okay. All right. I feel like I had another thing that I wanted to put in here, and of course it's not written down, so I'm just going to check this little piece of paper that I put somewhere on the side of my planner to see. I don't remember exactly what it was, but there are two more things I could put down. I think that over here I'm going to write maybe Inauguration Day. And over here, I mean, this is something that I wrote down and I was kind of about sharing, but I'm going to do it because whatever. On January 6th, I got a negative COVID test, which is great. I did not have COVID. I was with someone who had been potentially exposed to, it was like a 3 off kind of thing, but got tested just because you never know. And of course, very happy to get those negative results back. Negative. COVID test. Okay, now January 20th. I really didn't need to write January because this is January, but that's okay. Okay, and then use this. Inauguration Day. And really what I want to note below Inauguration Day is outside of parties and politics and all of that, for me as a woman, the best thing about it was first female vice president was inaugurated. I just think no matter who you voted for in this election, that's something to be celebrated. Oh, I started writing lowercase. I never write in lowercase in my planner anymore. And now I remember why. Okay, and that's really why I wanted to note Inauguration Day. So that's kind of a little bit of a way to, I haven't always put photos in my planner. This is, I think, just the third time I've ever done it, but it's fun to be able to reflect back on a month and sort of, kind of, a lot of words going on there. See what happened and see what's memorable. So here is the January one. I do have the December video up. This is my December one. Wait a second, hold on. In December, I hit 14,000 Instagram followers. So December I hit 14 and January 15 and 16. That's kind of crazy. And then the other month that I did this for was September. So I've done 3, September, January, and well, December and January. Anyway, thank you so much for watching and for hanging out with me and sort of reflecting on this last month. I would love to continue doing these each month, so let me know if it's something that you are interested in seeing by liking this video and subscribing, and I will see you next time.